Well, um, thank you for being so patient for not having a video last week. For those that are listening, you're not going to be able to see what I'm about to showcase. Something really special here, and this is kind of what sums up my past couple weeks. Whew, let me tell you, I had to get it printed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. What is up? ¿Cómo están, mi gente, familia? This is Noan el Boricua, and always excited to be able to just partake in some conversation, hopefully inspire you. It is Fuel Pasión Friday, or whatever day of the week it is for you, because we all know we're putting into work, we're putting into education, we're giving back to our communities, we're loving our friends and family. So whatever day of the week that you're watching this video, I hope that you can be inspired as we immerse ourselves dentro de la cultura, growing in our faith, and always making those conexiones. Network is the key to this video that I get a chance to share with you guys. And there was a lot that happened these past couple weeks. Man, I have to clear my throat. I just want to say thank you to my job. There was a whole process in having the opportunity to be a part of this event. And something really cool came out of it. I mean, aside from what you just saw on this intro. But that was, man, you talk about a bucket list of saying you took a photo with the president is pretty unreal. Never thought in a million years that would happen. But more importantly, I want to say, what have I learned in these past couple weeks as I've been trying to unpack everything to be able to present here at Fuel Pasión to hopefully get you to maybe rewire, re-engage, or maybe spark something different in you to be able to say, yo, if you stay the course, you're going to see what's coming out of this. And I do apologize just because there's been so much navigating. Look, I went from San Diego, shout out to Latitude 2022 in the wonderful city of San Diego, California. It was an amazing event. Sol Trujillo, Emilio Esteban Jr., like, they just killed it with this event. Now, many people are asking, what is Latitude? Latitude is actually an annual conference which has just celebrated 5 years, where they bring together all Latinos, Latinas, friends, to be able to showcase the economic mainstream power that Latinos, Latinas have been bringing into the U.S. for many decades now. It's almost one of those things where, just like high level, because I do want to respect everybody's time, but from a high level is really understanding that, number one, nuestra Latinidad is here to stay. And it's not only here to stay, but I learned that there is an economic power behind that. But more importantly, the beauty of Latitude was that there was like this down click. Of course, we talk about the numbers, we talk about the percentages and the lack thereof of representation of Latinos and Latinas. But more importantly, then we got to see what I love here at Fuel Pasión, the cultura. To be able to hear the music, to be able to taste the different foods and desserts, to be able to shout out to the photographer. Man, if you guys were at Latitude, you know the homeboy was just putting in over thousands of photos on that machine, but so authentic, so genuine. I think that's what I really got out of this, was that everyone was authentically themselves, which is a reminder for each and every one of us that never stop being who you are. If you're Mexicana, Mexicano, Central American, del Caribe, South American, or just born in America, second, third generation, like, own that, live that out. That was clearly what I noticed. And it was dope because of the fact that the team that I was with, we had the opportunity to be able to showcase our Latinidad, to be able to showcase the love that we have. I got to give a special shout out to Angel out there in San Diego or San Isidro, and just much love to you, my brother, hermano. Keep doing what you're doing there in Southern California, and much respect to you. They had a great story on him at our workplace, and it was really dope to get to know him personally in those 4 days that I was there. And I think for me, it was just really understanding that economically, we've always been here, and we continue to showcase the power of what we have, but we also had this sense of familia. at Latitude. And I think that was the beauty of it. I could not tell you how many times it felt so good to have like my Puerto Rican flag and have all these Boricuas from, Virginia, from, the DC area, or I guess you could say the DMV area, La Florida, Cali, New York, Nueva York, like all these different places was so unique because every time they saw that flag, it was one of those, oh yeah, de donde tú eres, and it was just so dope to be able to just be around all of that. And of course, we celebrate. And that was the beauty of it. We had a chance to see Lifetime Achievement Awards. I had a chance to take a photo with Gloria Estefan, which is someone who was an icon for me growing up and for my family. And I also had the opportunity to just be able to see Juanes perform, which was so dope. And Faruco and DJ Alex Sensation, shout out to him. It was really dope, man. I think the beauty of Latitude, it is exactly that you need that latitude to be able to continually go forward. And I hope that if you're watching and listening to this, you can be able to relate to that and know that there was so much great connections there. Shout out to my boy Cisco. That guy is the connector. I thought I was a connector. Cisco's a connector, and he showed to me the importance of that. So I just want to say that was really dope. Then we transitioned to downtown LA, City of Angels. And I had the opportunity to be a part of what's called the Hispanic Association of Corporate Responsibility, and that acronym is HACR. It is their annual symposium. They just celebrated 30 years of doing this, and I think for me this was like a deeper down click. It was really understanding the power of inclusion when we put our Latinos and Latinas in what they call the C-suites, right? Like these VPs, these chief of councils, chief officer positions, like very corporate business level. And that to me was just something where I had in jiu-jitsu or in martial arts, you always talk about a black belt. And I think for me, the belt you always start off in martial arts, for the most part, specifically jiu-jitsu, is a white belt. And I really felt that for me, Latitude for me was like I was a purple belt, because there's 5 ranks. So I felt like I was a purple belt, not a beginner, not so much entry level, but kind of a seasoned and really understanding the dynamics. And if anyone follows where I'm going with this, right? Like more of like understanding the offense and really just pushing the limits. But with HACR and this annual symposium, I was a white belt, like maybe a 4th degree white belt, almost a blue belt, where I'm really still understanding. For those that don't know my story, I lived basically 17 years in retail. And it's only been now that I've been 5 years in a corporate context. So I'm still navigating those waters. I'm still learning what that looks like and how we navigate to be able to be great leaders within the workplace. And for me, shout out to HACR and all its team to be able to understand the importance of inclusion, the importance of being responsible, the importance of giving opportunity. Because one of the resounding things that I learned, you shouldn't be the exception, you should be one of many. And that is my challenge. As you're watching or listening to this, my hope is that as for me, in learning what I learned at HACR and learning what I've learned at Latitude, I just understood that I need to be genuinely myself, that I should authentically show up in who I am, but more importantly, to be able to deep dive and be able to speak to numbers, be able to speak to processes, to be able to speak to mission and vision, and how do we carry this out, and more importantly, bring others along. So if you're on that journey, my challenge to you is, as we continually celebrate Latino heritage all year, my hope is that if you identify as Latino, Latina, maybe you identify as Black, maybe you identify Asian, whatever your background, my hope is that you can truly continually push the envelope, celebrate the moments, but more importantly, continue the learnings to be able to elevate the game. I share many times with some people privately on DM or in text message that I hope they're taking somebody with them, because they're setting the bar only to set up the alley-oop for the next person with them to take it to the next level. And that's what it's all about. And I'm excited because I am a part of that. You're a part of it. We are a part of it. So those have been the biggest things. I met Brock. That was dope. That was really dope. That's kind of all I have. I have a couple podcast episodes that I'm going to be dropping and I hope you guys can enjoy some of the guests that we're gonna have. And yeah, it's just there's still a lot to unpack, man. This whole diversity and equitable and inclusion, like this is just the beginning, and it's been here, but now there's a lot of noise. But I think more importantly, speak up, showcase who you are, show up and show out, and more importantly, be the best teammate that you can be, and always remember to pay it forward. And I think that if we can do that dentro de la comunidad, within our community, and that we can showcase what we can do for the community, let me tell you, man, seguimos el movimiento. And that's what season 5 is all about. Seguimos moviendo nuestra Latinidad in all that we do. I want to say thank you so much. Muchas gracias. I hope you guys can go to fuelpasionpodcast.com. Check us out on the website. Check out a little bit of who I am. And I hope maybe you can click on a couple episodes. Let me know what you like or don't like. But more importantly, I hope that you continually immerse yourself dentro de la cultura, continually grow in your faith, y como siempre, making those conexiones one day after another so that you can build the network to be able to get you where you got to get. And como dice mi abuelita, you know, which, side note, man, there was so much good food. So much good food. That was another highlight. Really good coffee as well. But anyways, como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.